everyone, this is your instructor Joy. Please feel free to subscribe and send me your questions. Today I am going to share with you the mental exercises for fast passages. There are a lot of ways for you to master any fast passages. Sooner or later you have to work on that, and I will show you several things that you can do to conquer that fast passages. So I'll be using a little of today Mendelssohn third movement. So there's something like this. So there's a lot of multiple notes. How do we do that? I will show you a little later how to work on your violin using physical exercise. But before I move on to that, let me show you first the mental exercises you can do and how important it is. For every violinist, in order to play fast, in tune, controlled, the violinist should have memorized that specific passage very well. Meaning, the violinist should know where the fingerings are, how the bow up and down is, and also be able to imagine the movement that comes along, the right hand or left hand, whichever. And you should be able to sing in your head, in tempo, in fast tempo, that's meaning performance tempo, without interrupting. Let's sing. I should be able so while I'm singing, I should be able to come up with the fingers and bowing that's going. So once you reach that level of memorizing, then you're ready, mentally ready, that you can play in tune and on your controlling fast passages. Simply because our hands can move very fast, no problem. But if your brain is not ready to go fast, meaning if your brain doesn't know all these fast notes in tempo, there's no way for your hands to be fast enough. So make sure you know all the notes, that it's well memorized. Sometimes we don't have time to practice as much as we need for several reasons, because there are other activities that they're busy with, or sometimes a lot of violinists get injured. I myself was forced to take a break when I was studying. So what do? Do we just stop? No, you can still practice with your head. So you imagine the practicing that you would do physically, which I will show you very soon, and then you gradually bring it up in your head. But make sure you should be very focused. It's not just imagining of somebody, a great violinist. No, it has to be you. You should be able to imagine your left hand, how it moves, your right hand, and then singing the notes while moving. Sometimes just imitating the motion while you're doing the mental exercise helps a lot too. There's also scientific proofs that many Olympic athletes had great success with mental exercises, because a lot of these Olympic athletes, they get injured a lot, and they are forced to take a big break right before a big Olympic Games and things like that. And while they're lying in bed, they kept exercising their whatever their training is, every single motion, every single muscle movement, and they achieved a great deal of it. So it works same for us as a violinist. You have to do the same thing. Exercise, meaning imagine how the note should be. By singing it helps, and then left hand and right hand on and up. So now I'll explain how to work with a violin physically. First, you have to work on cleaning the notes. So know your notes well. I have explained this one in other videos. So for intonation practice, for left hand exercise, it is very, very good that you practice slurred everything. So ignore all the bowing and rhythm, and make sure that you don't play too loud, and focus on your relaxed left hand by vibrating very relaxed way like this. very important that you slur during shifting. That way, when you shift, we tend to get a little tense. By making sure that you're slurring, then you're forcing or you're making your left hand to be completely relaxed. Like that. So, and you do enough times, do not rush, take enough time to do slow enough until you feel like you have complete control of every single note. Then you alternate with a legato at the tip. That way you exaggerate the angles of each string, but make sure you do not lift up your bow in any way, and also very soft. Focus on your relaxed shoulder, and then relax left and vibrato. Did you hear? So I'm not playing very loud because it's not about big sound. It's about keeping my left hand in complete control, in tune and clean and technique. And then after that, and then you will, while alternating those slurred and separate legato bow at the tip, you will start slow tempo and gradually get faster. But don't rush it. If you feel like the faster tempo is not fluent enough, then go back a tempo slower. Then for the right hand exercise, you do a little slow tempo with a written bow, the way you would do the performance bow. While you do that, you pay attention to your right arm, so try to find the absolutely minimum work, so you don't find a way so that your most relaxed way with the least work that's required. If you feel like you're stuck, you don't know what to do, you can, just as an exercise, exaggerate the bow to make your body understand what the movements are. So normally in performance, I would use just upper half bow or less, but just an exercise to teach my right arm to be relaxed and to teach my right arm where to go, I exaggerate by using whole bow. And then you get gradually faster. Now, this exercise may not sound as pretty as you want to have. Try to make it as nice sound as you can get. But remember, this is just an exercise for you to have a relaxed right arm. That way you have a control of both arms. Once you're done, then you try in tempo, and then see if it's in tune. You're comfortable with both arms, but it works. If in performance tempo you are not being able to play fluently, even couple trial, don't keep trying and don't keep playing same performance fast tempo. Take a moment, go back to slower tempo, and then go back again this slow left hand exercise, right hand exercise, one by one. It may feel like it is slow, but trust me, that is the shortest way. What is longest way is, which I see also a lot in my studio, when you don't get in performance tempo, we want to keep trying. If you feel like I'm almost there, so you kept trying and trying and trying, and you play multiple times, it's still never really there. That is a bad one, because what you're doing is you're forcing your body, so your body will get tense and you're having less control. You will get tense and you're teaching your hand to play with a mistake. Remember, muscle learns very different than our brain. When our brain understands, even though you thought multiple times wrong, but it takes only one clear understanding, and you will wipe out all the wrong understanding and accept the new knowledge, new idea. However, the muscle, when you did 10 times wrong and you did once correctly, your muscle remembers that wrong 10 times, because muscle learns with a quantity, not logic, not understanding. So that is why for you to make sure whatever you play with your muscle is mostly correct one. That way, when you're under pressure on the stage, even if your mind is not very as clear as you want to have, your muscle will remember what the correct playing was. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful. Please like and please subscribe and let me know how you like this video and send me your questions.